Welcome to the Brightlands home workout video. My name is Tom and I will be your personal trainer for today. I will guide you through a series of exercises that focuses on the entire body. So each week we'll do a different body part. Let's get the show on the road. So therefore we're going to start with a warming up to prime our body for the task ahead. We're going to 3 minutes warming up with 6 different exercises and we'll start 5 seconds. We're going to start with the walkout. So make sure you have some space in front of you. Walk all the way out and come all the way up. Try to get a stretch on the back of your legs and come up. Up, walk out and then come up. So stretch the back of your legs. Keep on walking. There we go. The next one will be the windmill. So we're going to bend over, touch our feet. Going to rotate from the spine and our heart beat up. Just tap your feet with your hands and try to get a stretch in the back of your legs as well. So keep your knees stretched. The next one will be knee to the chest, fully stretch in the hip and then lunge out, come back up. Other leg, full stretch, come out and back. Full stretch in the hip. There we go. And back. Other leg. Knee to the chest. Fall out. Come back up. There we go. So the next one you'll probably recognize from yoga. So a downward dog position. I'm going to stretch the back of the legs. So you feel this in the calves. And you extend your knees one by one. So try to really point your hips upwards and stretch out those calves. If everything is going well, you're already feeling your blood flowing up a bit. Next one is a up all the way up here and then come all the way up here. So head in the air and now your hips in the air. Head in the air, hips in the air, head in the air, hips in the air. This is also good for the mobility of the shoulders. So next one, you're going to sit on your heels and you're going to really fall into your hips like this and then come all the way up as a cobra and come back, fall into your hips. Really stretch it out. You'll feel it in the shoulders as well. Stretch it out. And there we go. This is also good for the lower back when you stretch out in this position. So now back up. That was the warming up. Let's get ourselves ready. So now that we're ready with the warming up, we're going to do something a bit more challenging. You and I are going to work on your goals, so join me. So today we're going to do arms day. We're going to start with the biceps hold high. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds with 50 seconds rest in between. We start in 5 seconds. So use these 5 seconds to get some weights because you'll need some for this exercise. What we're going to do is we're going to hold the weights in place and we're going to bring them up high simultaneously. We're not going to lower the weights under this angle. So 90 degrees is the starting position and you're going to come up.
You can do this pretty explosively. And make sure you don't go underneath this angle. So from 90 degrees until up and back to 90 degrees. Up, back to 90 degrees. That's the angle. So second set, let's go. So by doing this, we're maintaining tension on the muscle, giving it no time to rest in between, meaning a bigger strength gain overall. And rest. So the more explosively you do this, the bigger the burn will be. And that's what we're after here. So go again. Third set. Exercise, you really have to slow it down so you don't go over degrees. So keep the pace and rest. So by adding more weight or getting bigger weights, this will get a lot tougher, obviously. And there we go. You can also flare them a bit outwards for different part of the biceps. And rest. Great job, guys. This exercise is called the rounded curls. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds, 50 seconds rest in between, and we start in 5 seconds. So get some weights if you don't have any yet. So we're going to lean forward a bit, let our arms hang. We're going to round the weights inwards. We're going to do biceps curls with like a alternating angle. So it's like cleanly inwards. And rest. So if you combine this exercise with all the other movements, then the biceps will start to fatigue pretty quick. So keep the focus. And rest. So what's also important is that in between the reps, you don't let the weight hang. You want to keep the tension constant. So I'll show you, don't let it hang in between. Keep moving the weight at all times. And rest. So, one more set to go. There we go. And rest. Great job. This exercise is called the open stance curl. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds, 50 seconds rest in between, and we start in 5 seconds. So get yourself some weights, and if you don't have any, pause the video right now before we start. So let's go. You're going to place your elbows on your thorax, and you're going to keep your hands open, meaning you don't move the thumbs forward or upwards, you don't rotate the lower arm. You're going to keep it in front of you, like this. So this is yet another way to target different fibers or complement different sections of bicep. So by rotating the arm, you can put emphasis on different parts. So we like a well-balanced bicep. That's what we're doing. We're strengthening the entire arm. So I have my elbows in front of me. Other bicep curl exercises, you tuck your elbows in your sides, but this is not that, and we're going to place them in front of us. Keep it there. We don't move the upper arms, we're just moving from the elbows up and down. So third set now, let's go. So you can make this tougher for yourself by using bigger weights, more water in the bottle, whatever you can think of. Rest. One last set, use the rest in between. Going to keep the intensity high with the last set. Let's go. You can see I'm controlling the weight down as well. And come on. Yes. Great job, guys. Proud of you. Boom. This exercise is called the leaning triceps. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds with 50 seconds rest in between, and we start in 5 seconds. So what you want to do is get some weights and stand in this position, and now bring the elbow up, and from there use your triceps to bring the weight up. Don't use too much weight with this one because it's pretty heavy. Really pinch your triceps at the top part of the movement and lean fully on your knee to relieve the lower back. So I turn around so you can see the movement better. Go to the left side, lean forward, bring the elbow up, and from there start the movement. I recommend to not use that much weight with this one because it's really heavy. So, right side again. We start in 5 seconds. Go. rest. Woo! So one more set to go for this exercise. We're almost there. Almost there, come on. And that was the leaning triceps. This exercise is called the bend over tricep. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds, 50 seconds rest in between, and we start in 5 seconds. So if you don't have any weights yet, pause the video right now before we start and get some weights. So bend over from the hip and then place your upper arm in this position. Keep it there. I'm going to raise the weights by moving from the elbow. So you can imagine this really hits the back of the upper arm. And rest. So by doing this movement, you're contracting the tricep. That's what we want. Both sides simultaneously. We go again. Look at it from this angle. This angle. There we go. So what's also important is that you have your lower back in a healthy position here. Don't round it out. Keep your hips pointed outwards. Ah, this is heavy. Whew. You can make this even more challenging for yourself by adding weights. So, bigger bottle of water, bigger dumbbells, whatever you can think of. So there we go again. Third set. Boom. What you also preferably would want to do is keep the tension on the muscle. Almost. And rest. Whoa. So we're going to start with the last set and try to keep the intensity high. Try to maintain proper form. Don't let all the factors hang. Focus up. When it gets tough, the tough get going. Great job, guys. That was it. So that was a great workout. Surely you must be pretty sweaty right now. So before we get on with your day, we have to cool down a bit first. So let's start with the cooling down. So we're now going to start with the cooling down. We're going to combine some static and dynamic stretches to cool our body down for the day ahead. So we're going to do 6 different exercises, 30 seconds each. We start in 5 seconds. So this one, the first one, you already know. We're going to do a windmill. We're going to come up between each repetition. So we're dynamically stretching the back of our legs. And don't make this too intense. Just lean forward from the hips. Get stretch on the hamstrings and the calves. So after this one, we're going to do a bit more simple. We're going to rotate our
our hips. So you can really imagine the joint in the socket, the hip socket, making this movement, like we're dancing. So this next one will be for the side obliques. So we're going to stretch out fully, lean to this side, relax, stretch out fully, lean to that side. Make yourself as long as you can. Stretch out that way. Control your breathing. Make sure you get that heart rate a bit down. So now I'm going to do a quad stretch and release the other side. This is also a bit of a stability exercise. That's why we don't stay too long on one leg. Up. So we just did the front of the legs, going to do the back side now. Lean forward, up, lean all the way forward. So don't push your knees to the front, but your hips to the back while leaning forward. And then you feel it on the hamstring. So now going to do some dynamic calf stretching. So try to grab the sole of your foot while maintaining stretched knees, so extended knees. Some people can't reach it, so ever so slightly bend the knee. Okay guys, so I hope your heart rate is a bit down. You feel your entire body tingling. Great job. Thanks for today guys, that was a great workout. If you have any ideas or suggestions, please contact our email address down below. Also know that we provide live training sessions as well. So via SmartMove, let's always stay one step ahead.